The new industrial revolution, driven by the internet, mobile technology, and AI, has begun, according to NVIDIA's Jensen Huang. As part of this transformative period, Palantir is set to join the S&P 500 on September 23, along with Dell and Erie Insurance, while American Airlines, Etsy, and Bio-Rad will be removed. Recently, Palantir's stock surged 12.52% despite a volatile market, and it's up 107% year-to-date, 117% over the past year, and 273% over the past 5 years. According to analyst D.I. Inc., Palantir investors have been waiting for this moment, as the company's profitability and cash flow potential are being validated. With the company's focus on its artificial intelligence platform, AIP, which leverages corporate data using generative AI, D.I. Inc. believes this marks the start of a multi-year growth cycle for Palantir. Palantir is expected to generate significant deal flow thanks to its artificial intelligence platform, AIP. While I'm optimistic about Palantir, it's crucial to consider valuation when deciding whether to buy or trim shares. Historically, stocks added to the S&P 500 outperformed the index by 8.3 percentage points from 1995 to 1999, but this effect has diminished over time. However, stocks with a strong retail following, like Tesla, have shown different results. Analyst Ives currently has an outperform rating on Palantir with a price target of $38, which is the highest on the street. Recently, Bank of America raised its price target for Palantir from $30 to $50 per share, calling this a significant moment and expecting more institutional investment. The addition to the S&P 500 typically leads to higher interest and increased stock prices, as index fund managers are required to purchase the stock. This has already caused Palantir's shares to surge over 133% in a single trading session. Palantir is a popular choice among individual investors, and many have asked whether they should buy the stock now that it's being added to the S&P 500. For context, let's look at Tesla's performance when it joined the S&P 500 on December 21, 2020. Tesla's stock skyrocketed from $235 on the inclusion date to $381 in November 2021, but then dropped to $123 a year later. As of December 2023, it was at $248 and is currently around $223. Despite being up 1,265% over the past 5 years, timing your purchase significantly impacts your returns. For Palantir, we use metrics like EV/NTM revenue to compare it with other cloud SaaS companies. Palantir's multiple is just under 25x, the highest in its category. Other companies like The Trade Desk and Samsara have lower multiples, with Zscaler at only 8.6x. Palantir also boasts a strong free cash flow percentage of 28%, a Rule of 40 score of 49%, and a net dollar retention rate of 114%. Its profitability is rated A on Seeking Alpha, with a high gross profit margin of 81.3% and steady growth around 20%. In terms of valuation, Palantir is expensive, with a forward PE ratio of 187 and a forward price-to-sales ratio of 28.22. While it's tempting to predict a sharp rise in Palantir's stock price, the market is unpredictable, and stocks can fluctuate significantly. So, while Palantir's prospects are strong, it's crucial to manage expectations and consider the risks involved. When considering buying or selling Palantir based on analyst price targets, the highest target is $50 from Bank of America, while the lowest is $9, with an average target of $27.80. Currently trading at $34, this average target suggests a potential downside of 21.47%. This information provides insight into market sentiment, but it shouldn't be the sole basis for investment decisions. Peter Thiel, a prominent Palantir shareholder and part of the PayPal, is looking to sell up to $1 billion worth of Palantir stock. This potential sale was initially disclosed in August through his investment vehicle, following a rule adopted on May 15 that could allow for the sale of around 28.6 million shares by December 31, 2025. While this doesn't guarantee that the shares will be sold or that this will significantly impact the stock, it's something investors should be aware of. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. Comments and opinions on these matters can be quite entertaining, though they often reflect strong biases. It's important to approach this information neutrally and not be swayed by overly optimistic or pessimistic views. In early August, Palantir dropped to $21.22 but has since surged by $14 in about a month. The critical question now is whether to buy more, trim, or sell all shares. It's likely that Palantir will encounter resistance and a potential sell-off as it approaches the $37 to $41 range, similar to how Tesla experienced a run-up and subsequent drop when it was added to the S&P 500. In summary, Palantir's inclusion in the S&P 500 can be a significant positive catalyst. Being part of this prestigious index often leads to increased institutional investment and higher visibility, which can drive the stock price up. The company has demonstrated strong financial performance, marked by impressive revenue growth, robust free cash flow, and solid profitability metrics. This strong financial foundation supports its long-term growth prospects. Additionally, some analysts have set ambitious price targets for Palantir, such as Bank of America's $50 target, indicating there might be considerable upside potential. On the other hand, Palantir's valuation is quite high compared to its peers, with a forward P/E ratio of 187 and a forward price-to-sales ratio of 28.22. This elevated valuation could pose risks if the company's growth does not meet expectations. The stock might also face resistance around the $37 to $41 range, which could lead to a sell-off if it approaches these levels. Historical patterns suggest that stocks added to the S&P 500 often experience an initial surge followed by a correction, as seen with Tesla in the past. If you're considering buying, make sure that the current price aligns with your investment strategy and long-term goals, while being mindful of potential short-term volatility. Conversely, if you're leaning towards selling or trimming your position, it might be prudent to do so as the stock approaches key resistance levels or if you have concerns about its high valuation. Ultimately, your decision should be guided by your personal investment objectives, risk tolerance, and how Palantir fits into your broader portfolio. Don't forget that God, the creator of heaven and earth, is the giver of all wealth. Acknowledge him in your plans and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5-6. If you have watched the whole video until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth from nothing. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today, your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you, see you in the next video by God's grace. We love you, and blessings to you.